Hello and welcome back to Superstarglam. Today's video it's just a quick video just to show you how I create a bigger lips on myself. I use this just for enhancement purposes. I mean, we're not all lucky enough to have money to spare and go out and get some lip injections. So this is an alternative if you are either on a budget or scared of needles and you've always wanted to maybe have plumper lips, or maybe your lips are perhaps uneven and you're just trying to correct the shape of your lips. This is also this would also help you out as well. This is for me just something that I like to do. I like to enhance certain features that I don't necessarily want to permanently alter. I'm not against any procedures to be done. I'm sure if I had the money, I would probably go out and get lip fillers as well, but this is just makeup. It's fun, it washes off. So I take the time to contour my nose, and so taking an additional step just to contour my lips isn't much of a stretch or an additional process. So it's just what I do. So if you are interested to see how I get this done, then just keep watching. So I have already applied foundation on my entire face. I haven't done the concealer yet. So basically the idea of what I like to do, I just like to create the illusion of bigger, plumpier lips. My bottom lip is fuller than my top lip, and I have like it's plumpier on the top and then it kind of slants down. So I like to kind of create the illusion of like plumpier lips on the edges. The concealer I use to highlight, and I kind of highlight in the areas that I want to bring lightness. Since I am going to be creating shadow all over my mouth, I also want to create lightness, and I do it here on the sides because I do kind of have, like, it does get a little bit darker on the edges, so I like to apply the lighter highlight in here on the edges. And what that does when you add the highlight on the edges is it kind of like creates this it kind of like pinches the lips on the edges, creating the shadow, making them look plumpier. So I'll show you how I normally highlight, and then I'll go in with the contour around my mouth. Okay, so I've already concealed and set my under eye. So the part for the mouth, I'll take the lighter and then I go here, and this is where I kind of get some redness, so I go here and then I make sure to highlight the cupid's bow and definitely the corner of my mouth. Now if you want to do the chin, you can also do the chin. I don't normally do the chin because I feel like I have a good size chin already. So now I'm gonna blend that out. So yeah, I mean, I definitely want to balance out the mouth area since I will be going in with so much darkness. And there, once that's blended out, then the next step is to contour. I'm taking the Fenty Beauty contour stick in Truffle. Okay, and for the mouth area, I take this it's a Real Techniques brush. It's the brow brush. It's definitely not a brush I would use for my brows because it is a lot thicker. It's just like bigger, wider, chunkier. But it's perfect because I use this when I want to contour my nose, and it's also good when I'm trying to do smaller details like around the mouth area. So I dab on the product, and I definitely want to bring shadow around the mouth area, and then definitely concentrate it on the sides without going too much into the corner, just right in this area. So you can instantly start seeing the shadow creates like a plumpier lip. And then I also bring it here in my cupid's bow, because I don't really define it, like I don't make it all precise into a pointy. So I just bring it all here. And that's pretty much all I do. I'll sometimes go in with the sponge, and sometimes I'll just buff it out with the brush. It's a dual fiber brush, and it just lightly feathers out the product. And that's pretty much it, just creating the shadow to make it appear plumpier, fuller lips. And then I kind of manipulate the shape of my mouth also by doing that. So it's all your preference. If you like the shape of your lips, then just go over your lip. But like I said, I like to go a little further up on this side to make them plumpier on these edges. And then at this point, what I will do is set my entire face, and especially the mouth area, because the mouth area is the area that you get, you eat, you talk, it goes through more than the rest of your face. So definitely make sure to set the mouth area. And then once I do with the rest of my face, I'll come back and show you how I go in with the lip liner. So I almost forgot that I do one additional step, and that is to take the contour powder that I use to contour my nose, and basically set everything I did with cream contour. In this case, I'm using the Hoola bronzer. This is the like angled eyeshadow brush that I use to contour my nose. So I use this to add the contour shade. So I take the same brush, and I get a little bit of product, and then I just go over the same areas with the powder. If you feel that at some point this has gone a little bit overboard and it's starting to look more like a mustache than a shadow, then I would take a small dual fiber brush, which I love using these exactly for this, and just lightly blend out the edges, and that's pretty much it. So for the lip liner, I have obviously a favorite that I like to use. I recommend that you use something either a shade or two darker than your own lips, or if you're gonna use like a colored lipstick, I recommend getting the same shade, only like maybe a few shades darker. That's it just goes with the same idea of contouring. You're gonna do the same thing with your lips. You want something you want that shadow to remain dark in the outer area. I feel that's the only way that my lips kind of look believable. So just for this video, I'm gonna keep it basic with a nude. My favorite combo is this one, using the LA Girl Cocoa shade with the Dose of Colors More Creamer Please. Any neutral nude shade, I use this one for sure. Now I'm going to, I need my mirror for this. So first I'm going to kind of like outline the shape before I actually start like aggressively shading it in. So like I said, I always start off with the sides because this is, to me, what I like to overline. So I can see where my lip line starts and then where I created the shadow. So I kind of want something in between. So I don't overline drastically. I just do a little bit over. So I kind of go out here and I lightly start mapping it out. And then I bring it in. Then I start doing this too. Since I'm overlining, I have to keep looking in the mirror to make sure that they're even and I'm not overlining one more than the other one. So I'll keep going over and making sure that in my eyes they look somewhat even. This is also the time to kind of correct, because I know our lips can also be uneven. One can be higher than the other one, and this is also the perfect time to do that, to make them both sides even. This is usually my higher side and this is the lower side, so I do bring this one a little bit higher than this one. So I went ahead and did the bottom lip. I overline just a tad bit. It's not really much difference, but I also do focus on evening out both sides. So once I've done that and I'm happy with, say, how even they look, then I go in with the lip liner and I place it on my lip on its flat side. And then I start kind of going over it. So the tip is going to be right in the area that you lined. And you're going to place it flat and then just kind of start tracing and going over that line once again. So what this is going to do is it's going to create kind of like a fading out from the darkest and lightest into the lip. And then I do the same on this side. So you see, it's not just like one straight line, it's kind of like fading. It's from going darker and fading into the lips. I don't really worry so much about the bottom, but as much as I do about the top portion. And then once that's done, then that's when I go in with lipstick or liquid lipstick and I apply it, concentrating the product, most of the product in the center. then I start blending out the edges. So I usually take a finger and I start doing kind of like dabbing motions. And just make sure that the product goes all the way out to the lip line and that you can't see some like harsh line. It's all just blended out. I leave it like this, but you could take it a step further and still go in with a lighter shade and just apply it just right in the center. And again, that gives you the illusion of plumpier lips. You can also just go in with a small brush and just highlight. And then I just use the fluffy brush so that it blends out and there's not like a harsh line. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I do to do this. Obviously, if you were gonna do this and you wanted to prolong your lips from fading out, I would definitely recommend that you use a liquid lipstick, because with lipstick it does fade out and then you start seeing it starts showing like the actual line that we created and then your actual lips, and it just starts looking a little funky. So either carry your lipstick around or just stick to liquid lipstick. I really hope that this was helpful and that you learned something. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already. Also follow me on all my other social media. I have a link down below, and I will see you next time. Bye.